On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the LSU. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. Just can't take... He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's in. On first down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle, it's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The aerial assault continues. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Third and goal from way back there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stumbled to the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He finds his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Using his feet. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap and a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the mark. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first. Afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away in that match, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the returner could find no... The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They can throw it. They can run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it. He was able to show the catch-up speed and knock it down.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, when you're beat, you just got to put your head down, chase as hard as you can. Don't look up for the football. Nice job playing the football in the air. Listen, it was a slow developing play, a big-time chance to create some momentum with the trick play, but the defense played it beautifully.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
At the 1-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They're going to ride this running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The give to the back. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
At the 20, he's got space. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to barge their way in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler,
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.